For this vodcast, we'll be interviewing Ronnie Kingston. He is the Operational Control Engineer at Emirates. His primary task is to ensure business operations run smoothly in terms of IT and ensure that all incidents are resolved in a timely manner. As well as this, other roles include managing the entire operations of flight and cabin crew of Emirates, the management of incidents and fault call tickets, as well as dealing with flight monitoring systems, cabin crew operations, airport check-in and check-out systems, as well as radar and navigational systems.
What is your role and what do you do in this job?
Alright, I work with Emirates Airlines in the capacity of Operations Control Engineer, and my job is to manage the entire operations of the flight and cabin crew of Emirates. So we manage the operations on a day-to-day basis. A day for me starts with the management of all the incidents and the fault call tickets that's happening across the Emirates group. We deal with systems like flight monitoring systems, cabin crew operation systems, airport check-in systems, and in fact radar and navigation systems of the entire Emirates fleet. So our primary task is to ensure that the business operations continues smoothly in terms of IT, and whatever other problems that is reported in terms of IT systems and the applications, it is the duty of me to ensure that all these incidents are resolved properly and to the complete satisfactory of the business in the prescribed time frames.
So what type of education did you undergo to get this position?
I've done my bachelor's in computer science engineering, followed by I did a short course for around 1 year in programming languages like C#, Oracle databases and SQL Server, and then I did my master's in IT management as well, to have the operational and the business kind of management related knowledge in terms of on top of my technical skills. So that's the education that I had gone through prior to taking up these roles.
What qualifications and skills were necessary for this position?
You need to have a basic or rather an advanced understanding of programming languages and database technologies. So you should be thorough with the ITIL principles of support and management of systems. So these are the basic qualifications that the companies or the organizations would be looking for similar candidates like me.
What are some personal attributes you find necessary to hold this position?
To hold this position, the first and foremost important thing that any organization would be looking for a candidate would be that a candidate should be really enthusiastic. He should be passionate about what he is doing. He should be a customer focused, customer friendly person, and he should be an out of the box thinker, looking for efficiency, to bring in efficiencies in whatever processes that he is doing, and an approachable, enthusiastic person. That's the basic qualities that any organization would be looking for.
What are some challenges and rewards from working in this?
In my role, if you talk about an operational control engineer with Emirates Airlines, you are in charge of the entire operations 24/7. So that means you will get a call out late in the night, let's say 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, telling that system A has gone down. So if you are the subject matter expert for that particular application, you would be pulled into the duty at that time. So you should be ready anytime and available anytime to pop into your laptop and connect it remotely and start working. So you should be in a position to liaise with multiple stakeholders, multiple support teams, to ensure technical coordination is done properly to bring back the system into operations. So they expect you to be available 24/7. So this is one among the most interesting and technical challenges that I face in this role. So yeah, speaking about rewards, one of the key rewards that every employee enjoys with Emirates Airlines is that an employee along with their family can fly to anywhere in the world where Emirates fly free of charge. So that's their annual ticket, and they have and employees have tickets like 50% discount tickets and 90% discount tickets. When you talk about 90% discount tickets, if you want to go to, let's say, Norway for a vacation, Emirates flight to Oslo in Norway. So you can offer a 90% ticket where you just need to pay 10% of the ticket fees and you can go fly and come back. But that's always subject to load restrictions. Let's say if you have seat in the airlines, you can go. But obviously, not always flights are full. So you can always get chance to go anywhere in the world with 90% discount and come back. So that's one among the interesting perks which every employee enjoys with Emirates Airlines. And if you are a frequent traveler, you would definitely be wanting this perk.
So what are some particular ethical issues someone would encounter in this role?
When you say about ethical issues, some employees tend to because of these intermediate processes that is aligned, they try to get the job done easily. That means they try to skip processes, and then let's say if you have to do a process A, B, C and D, they wouldn't be doing it A, B, C. They may skip process B. They will do process A and then jump to process C and D. So these kind of ethical issues do come in when you are dealing with high critical systems. So these are some basic ethical issues that I could think of at this point of time.
Does this role involve working from an office, or can it be more flexible? And is it possible to work from home?
Yes, it is possible to work from home, but it's not highly recommended, because this role involves speaking face to face with multiple customers and stakeholders, dealing with them on a personal basis. So it's more of work from office. But let's say if you are called in to support a system in the night, you can always take the help of your laptop to connect remotely and bring the systems up. But I would say it is 90% work in office and 10% work from home.
What is an entry-level role that can eventually lead to your role?
The entry-level role for a graduate engineer would be a graduate engineer trainee. That's the role which normally all these companies would be giving to a graduate engineer, because they would be recruited as a trainee initially, and then they would be further advancing to higher roles. So a graduate support or graduate engineer trainee would be the most ideal initial position that you can acquire.
What other types of companies would utilize this?
Mostly operations related companies would be utilizing these roles. For example, Emirates Airlines or any airline company would be having their operations control engineers working for them. Banks, Westpac, NAB all have operations engineers in their departments 24/7 to bring in efficiencies and ensure that systems are working round the clock. Any kind of transportation related companies, for example Sydney Trains, have their own operations control engineers. So yeah, these are some of the companies which I can think of.
So from this role, are there any opportunities for career advancement?
There are a lot of opportunities in terms of career advancements for employees who are doing these roles, because right now you're dealing with technical monitoring and handling of systems. If I look into a role which is higher than my role, I see myself as an incident support manager who's managing a team of operations control engineers. So that's the immediate career path that I see with regards to this role. Once I become an incident manager, the next career path would be to become a technical operations manager who handles a team of 5 to 6 incident managers, who is in charge of the entire IT operations of that particular department. So that's the career path that any candidate can focus on.